driving like an asshole.
No, you guys don't understand. I did not hit your car. That was them, bro. You don't know what?
Picture yourself driving with your windows down and possibly listening to your favorite playlist. One of these men suddenly flies by you like they're trying out for Fast and Furious, Florida Drift. No caution, no blinkers, just pure anarchy. That's very much what happened in the story of the Island Boy's Franky Venegas, who was able to make a regular traffic stop into a hilarious symphony of poor choices, poor justifications, and poor actions.
Okay, so you're gonna go to jail for the fake name and for the driving recklessly, and then I'm gonna do your report for what happened earlier.
Bro.
You've been driving like an ass.
No, you guys don't understand. Yeah, I'm going to jail for no fucking reason, bro.
Here's the tea then. Franky's irresponsible driving led to his arrest. However, because we're discussing the Island Boys, it didn't end there. Franky now made the decision to turn what would have been a simple slap on the wrist into a full-fledged riot. Franky made the brilliant choice to give the police his identical brother's identity when they stopped him, rather than admitting his careless actions. Why? Well, due to the suspension of his own driver's license. So, what about your license? It's on hold. I want to obtain my license right away. I'm not sure about you, but I think that's funny. He believed he could trick the police just because they are twins, but more on that later.
If you were driving back and forth like that, then you're alone.
Why I just ask questions? Because you're giving me different answers. So I'm just trying to clarify.
I said I didn't want you to ask me questions 5 times. You know, it's kind of stupid of me. It's just, I was kind of panicky.
No, I ask questions because depending on what you say, it depends how the investigation goes.
You're perfectly fine. No, you're fine to ask me questions. I just need to calm down a little bit, you know. There's a little heavy.
Because Franky was digging himself a bigger hole, as if the phony name wasn't enough. Franky said someone was attempting to shoot him when the cops questioned him about why he was driving so crazily.
If you were driving back and forth like that, and you're alone in the car,
yes,
and you think that these guys, listen, and they have a gun, right? And you know that at this point.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just leave? See what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wasn't thinking I was being stupid, and I wanted to call. I wanted to call the cops or my security or get on camera or something, so I don't look like the bad person. Everyone says I got bitched. So they tried me so bad, on video, on camera.
I mean,
it's not a good look.
If I were you, I know you're of some sort of.
It's not a good look.
Listen to this officer.
Yeah.
Yes, he claimed that he was forced to accelerate away like he was acting out a scene from Grand Theft Auto after a stranger in another automobile drew a gun on him. You may initially believe that Franky's justification is somewhat plausible. Who wouldn't drive off if they believed someone was pointing a gun at them after all? It made sense. However, the story began to unravel more quickly than Franky's credibility when the police investigated further.
I know, we all know that you're not Alex. We know that you're Frank.
I'm Alex.
You're Frank.
Please.
You're Frank.
No, I'm not.
You are.
I'm Alex.
Hey, my man, don't lie to me.
I'm not.
Because, as it happens, it wasn't the whole tale. In the first place, this entire incident could have been prevented. As it happened, a bunch of guys who were also rappers recognized Franky and wanted to talk to him.
Traffic offenses.
Am I going to be able to find out?
Of course. I don't understand. Why did you lie about your name? I don't get it. We came to help you, right? I was so nice to you.
Bro, it's my license, bro.
So what about your license?
It's suspended. I wanted them my license. Yeah.
So you gave us a false name because your license is no good?
No, bro. I'm telling you, I'm Alex. Y'all reading the prank from my tattoos. That's my dad.
In a situation like this, most people in Franky's shoes would have waved or talked quickly. However, no. He treated them like Franky. For the most ridiculous reason, he became irrationally loud, hostile, and heated up the conflict. Yes, we did have something, and we saw a boy. Where was I? Right there on the close by Create. Okay, you feel me? We were all chatting to him, then my brother was talking to him, then he started getting loud and aggressive. First of all, you might be wondering why Franky had this reaction. Let's go back to one of his best-known moments, when he and his twin got into a heated argument about a straightforward question on a podcast.
But fuck what they gotta say, man. They're gonna hate on you regardless.
But you say fuck what they gotta say.
Yeah.
That's what you say, right? But at the end of the day, let's keep it 100 because we got both of y'all here too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what's going on with the shit that's with you two kissing each other and shit?
Bro, shut your ass up before I break this shit.
Dude, hey, yo, that ass, I would love to see you try that shit.
Bro, what are you talking
I would love to see you try that shit. Who the fuck are you standing up in front of? Chill.
The host inquired about the viral video of the brothers kissing during the interview, a straightforward query. Franky, however, went totally crazy. It was like witnessing someone lose their cool over a Candy Crush game when Franky lost it over such a little topic. It's entertaining to be sure, but it's also a little depressing. Furthermore, this was not the first time it had occurred. George Janko provided the Island Boys some sound advice on Impulsive, which irritated them.
You guys will never ever be broke again, so I don't think there's ever gonna be a broke situation. But I'm saying, like, if you guys,
jewelry, it can't be worth that much, man. I don't think you're gonna flip that into a retirement.
no, you could definitely flip their jewelry into down payment or something for sure.
Let me tell you something. George, stop talking. We have multiple.
Wait, that was. Hey, that was for you guys.
Yeah, you
that wasn't like a hate shot.
I don't need financial advice when I probably make more money than you.
But that was me being nice. It wasn't me being like an asshole. I could be an asshole. I could turn it up and be an asshole.
Why don't you go talk to somebody else about that? It's not gonna go in your favor. But look.
No, it could go in my favor.
Like, you really don't want to go there, bro.
I could go there because I was giving you guys nice advice and you guys were being assholes.
Hey, George, keep talking. I'm gonna walk out.
I'm right here, you guys.
Okay.
Additionally, there are numerous other examples of them engaging in immature arguments with streamers.
This is not the Milk Boys. We don't do fake over here.
What are you trying to scare me or something? I'm not scared of you, huh, man?
All right, I'm not scared of you guys either.
Okay, so just keep it like that. Feel me?
I'm gonna step in for a second.
George.
Hold on. No, hold on.
Hold on. Podcast.
No.
Here, I'm moving for you. I was giving you nice advice, bro.
I agree with that.
It's rare for these guys to act rough and intimidating, but come on, I mean, these men are not genuinely threatening. For these would-be gangsters, however, things are different when things get serious. I'm scared as Faku, bro. Given their history, is it surprising that Franky escalated a casual encounter into a major incident? Not at all. This leads us back to Franky's most recent fiasco. Someone in the group is said to have drawn a gun in response to Franky's violent actions. Franky panicked, pushed on the throttle, and drove off like he was running from the police in a high-speed chase movie rather than pausing to defuse the situation. Not only was he speeding, but he was also doing it in a pedestrian-heavy area. Fortunately, nobody was harmed. However, things may have easily escalated into a real-life catastrophe. You would think that Franky would accept responsibility when the cops eventually caught up with him, wouldn't you? Rather, he chose to put himself in even more trouble by revealing his twin brother's name to the officers, since they are identical twins.
You've been driving like an asshole.
No, you guys don't understand. I did not hit your car. That was them, bro. You don't know what?
I know who you are.
Franky apparently believed it to be a fail-safe scheme. For a brief while, however, the police did not believe the false identity, particularly after seeing that Franky's tattoos obviously didn't match his brother's identification. Franky persisted in his demands, even after being apprehended. Let's go back in time and discuss what initially led to this entire situation. The man's hairline was criticized by Franky. Yes, you heard correctly. Franky roasted someone's hairline, which sparked the whole tumultuous affair. To put it simply, you have every right to feel upset if Franky Venegas, a man whose own hairline appears to have been drawn with a Sharpie during an earthquake, is roasting your hairline, and the man was offended. From then, things got out of hand, and the rest is history. Just over a hairline, you can picture how much worse this whole incident could have been. Of course, middle-aged men are sensitive about hairlines. However, as the investigation progressed, Franky's account began to fall apart, and by adding a little awkwardness to the mix, he kept hurting himself. I'm not really sure what he was attempting to accomplish here. We have witnessed the Island Boys sharing a kiss after all. Was he attempting to do something with the officer then? We now reach one of the most irrational points in the whole scenario. Franky made an attempt to play the famous card. Well, let's be honest, Franky. It is a stretch to call yourself a celebrity. Yes, at best, online famous. Even that is up for debate. During this encounter, the officer's expression told it all. It's unbelievable that this man genuinely believed his influence would help him avoid trouble. Well done, officer, for not laughing out loud. However, Franky was ultimately jailed as a result of this entire mess and his story's lack of logic. Furthermore, Franky was not benefiting from his conduct. Furthermore, what exacerbates Franky's situation? Franky has been in problems before because of his terrible decisions and attitude. Franky was arrested for domestic abuse back in May 2023. During an argument at an Airbnb, his then-girlfriend claimed that Franky had shoved her into the pool and slapped her. She struck the concrete with her chin, causing obvious injuries. Franky instantly entered a state of complete denial when the cops arrived to take him into custody. Additionally, Franky accused the police of lying and falsifying evidence. Once he even inquired, "Hey bro, the police report is practically filled with it, as well as your girlfriend's obvious wound."
She has no marks on her. Where?
At the hospital.
Where does she have marks?
She has them on her body. She has them on her chin.
No shit, bro, she was in the pool. Oh my dad, you profiling me. But I don't care, bro, you profiling me. I swear to God, bro, he's...
The Island Boys may appear tough in any chaotic scenario, but their behavior demonstrates that their motivation is power rather than credibility. Franky is the epitome of someone who wants to be taken seriously but is unable to resist destroying himself, as evidenced by his hairline roasts, false identities, and embarrassing flirtations. Therefore, it goes beyond the careless driving or the phony name. It concerns a pattern of behavior that continues to deteriorate. We should stop making foolish people famous because of this, but nonetheless, Franky's failure to accept accountability for his actions is a surefire way to fail. This is most likely the reason these people fell off. Franky is actually homeless and broke. If he continues at this pace, he will eventually find himself in even more serious difficulty.